This question is from Industrial Management and Operations Research for 2 marks. 5 jobs J1, J2, J3, J4 and J5 need to be processed in a factory. Each job can be assigned to any one of the 5 different machines M1, M2, M3, M4 and M5. The time durations taken in minutes by the machines for each of the jobs are given in the table. However, each job is assigned to a specific machine in such a way that the total processing time is minimum. The total processing time is. So for this assignment problem, the accepted answer range is given as 146 to 146. We can consider this as an assignment problem because there is a statement in the question given that each job is assigned to a specific machine in such a way that the total processing time is minimum. So this can be taken as a hint for this to be considered as an assignment problem. The first step to solve an assignment problem is to write down the given table in the form of a matrix. So after writing down the given table in the form of a matrix, the next step is to check whether the given assignment problem is a balanced problem or not. In this particular problem, we have 5 rows and 5 columns. Since the number of rows and columns are equal, the given problem is said to be a balanced assignment problem. Once we have confirmed that the given assignment problem is a balanced assignment problem, the next step in the procedure is to calculate the row minimization matrix. To calculate the row minimization matrix, the first step we need to do is, in each row, we have to identify the minimum element or the minimum entry, and we have to subtract that minimum entry from all the elements of that particular corresponding row. So when we take the first row, the minimum value is 30 here. So 30 is to be subtracted from all the 5 elements of first row. So when we do that, we get the first row as 10, 0, 20, 20 and 28. In the second row, the minimum value is 26. So we have to subtract 26 from all the 5 entries of the second row. So when we do that, we get 0, 12, 34, 0 and 12. Coming to the third row, the minimum value is 24. So when 24 is subtracted from all the 5 elements of third row, we get 16, 10, 4, 0 and 6. Coming to the fourth row, the minimum entry is 28. So when we subtract 28 from all the 5 entries of fourth row, we get 0, 12, 12, 4 and 20. Coming to the last row, the minimum value is 22. So when we perform the similar procedure for the fifth row, we get the fifth row as 6, 10, 16, 0 and 22. So this is how we get the row minimization matrix. Okay. Once the row minimization matrix is obtained, the next step in the procedure is to calculate the column minimization matrix. Column minimization matrix is performed on the obtained row minimization matrix by selecting the minimum element in each column and subtracting that minimum element from all the entries of that particular column. So when we perform those operations on the obtained row minimization matrix, we get the column minimization matrix as 10, 0, 16, 0 and 6, 0, 12, 10, 12, 10. We get the third column as 16, 30, 0, 8 and 12. We get the fourth column as 20, 0, 0, 4, 0. We get the fifth column as 22, 6, 0, 14 and 16. So this becomes the column minimization matrix. Now that we have obtained the column minimization matrix, the next step in the procedure is to perform row scanning operation. In row scanning operation, we will try to scan each and every row to identify if the row has any zero entry or not. When we look at the first row, we have 1 0 in the second position of the first row. We will make a box around that circle and we will cancel out that particular column. Similarly, let us move on to the second row. In second row, we have 2 zeros in column 1 and column 4. So let us ignore or let us skip that row for now. Let us move on to third row. In third row, we have 3 zeros and it is better to skip that row also now. Let us move on to fourth row, and in fourth row, if you observe, you have only 1 0 in the first column. So let us make a box around that 0 and let us try to cancel out that particular column. Coming to the fifth row, in fifth row we have only 1 0 in fourth column, so let us make a box around that and let us cancel out that particular column. Now the next step is to perform similarly column scanning operation. Same procedure is followed again column wise. In the first column we cannot do anything because it is already cancelled out. In the second column it is again cancelled out. Coming to the third column, we find 1 0 in third row. Let us make a box around that circle and let us strike off that row. Coming to fourth column, which is already cancelled out, and in the fifth column we have 1 0, but that is already striked off. Okay, so that completes our column scanning operation. Now the next step is to count how many zeros are assigned with boxes. If you look here, only 4 zeros are assigned with boxes. We have one more 0 to be assigned. Then we have equal assignments with number of rows and columns. Okay, to make that, we will optimize this column minimization matrix by selecting the minimum element of all the unallocated elements or all the elements which are not striked. Okay, so those elements are 16, 30, 8, 12, 22, 6, 14 and 16. Out of these elements, the minimum value is 6. So this 6 have to be subtracted from all the entries which are not striked off with a straight line, and this element, the minimum element 6, have to be added at all the intersection points. Okay, let us make that procedure. When we do that, we get 10, 0. Since 16 is an intersection point, that has to be added with the minimum value of all the unstriked or unallocated entries. Next comes 0 and 6. Coming to the second column, it is 0, 12, 10 plus 6 is 16, 12 and 10. Third column, 16 is not allocated or it is not striked off. Therefore, we need to subtract the minimum element of non-striked elements, that is 6, from 16. So we get 10. Similarly, we get 24, 0, 2 and 6. Coming to the fourth column, it remains as it is, 20, 0, and the intersection element will be added up with 6, 4 and 0. Coming to the last column, it will be 6. Okay, so this becomes another matrix which is obtained after optimization of the solution. Again, the next step is to perform row scanning and column scanning. First, let us start with row scanning. In the row scanning, let us look at the first row and make a box around the 0 which is present in the second column of first row, and let us cancel out that particular column. Coming to the second row, we have 3 zeros, let us skip that. Coming to third row, we have 2 zeros, let us skip that. Coming to the fourth row, we have only 1 0 in the first column, so let us make an assignment around the first 0 and cancel out that particular column. Coming to fifth row, we have only 1 0 in fourth column, so let us make an assignment around that 0 and cancel out that particular column. So that completes our row scanning operation. Let us move on to column scanning. Since first column and second column are already striked off, we don't have to look for the column scanning operation in the columns. The next column will be the third column. In the third column, we have 1 0 in third row. So let us make an assignment for that column and let us strike off the corresponding row. Next will be fourth column, and the last will be fifth column, where we have already 1 0 which is striked off and we have 1 0 free. So let us take an assignment for the 0 which is free and let us strike off that particular row. Now, if we count the number of assignments, the assignments are 5, which matches with the number of rows and columns in the given question. Therefore, we have the assignments at different positions in each row. Therefore, we have to take the corresponding positions from the given table in the question so that the duration can be calculated. When you look at the optimized solution table, job 1 is assigned to machine 2. Its corresponding duration from the question is 30. Job 2 is assigned to machine 5. Its corresponding duration from the given question is 38. Job 3 is assigned to machine 3 and its corresponding duration from the question is 28. Job 4 is assigned to machine 1. Its corresponding duration is 28. And job 5 is assigned with machine 4 and its corresponding duration is 22. So when you add up all the durations, we get 146 minutes.